Good to go.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We will call to order this special meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Elections, today being Tuesday, March 10 of 2026. It's 8:30 a.m. I want to note that this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Sunshine Law. There was a legal ad that appeared in the Newcastle News, I believe, either last Friday or Saturday. But it has been officially advertised. We would ask if you have a cell phone, if you'd please put it on silent or vibrate. And we always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll ask Mr. Kennedy to lead us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Susan, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We do have a quorum. This is normally a 3-member board. However, Commissioner Sanada is out of town today, and but 2 constitute a quorum, so we are able to conduct business. We always have 2 opportunities for public comment, one just in a moment and one before we adjourn. We ask that your comments be related to election board matters, and that if you do have a comment, we try to limit your time to maybe 5 minutes or so. As we speak, there are no members of the public in the room. I'll make note of that, but if anybody should arrive, we'll give them that opportunity to speak. Any opening comments, Mr. Kennedy?
None.
Okay, thank you, sir. We have in our packet the minutes of the last meeting of this board, which was Tuesday, January 20. I'll give Mr. Kennedy whatever time he needs to look it over.
I read it while I was sitting here, so I make a motion to approve.
Thank you, sir, and I'll offer the second to your motion, and we'll request a roll call, please.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes. Thank you, Susan. Motion carries. Before we move on to the purpose of our meeting, which is to establish a polling location for the 3rd District of Chenango Township, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. We do set aside time for the election director's report, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Germani to hear what he might have to tell us today.
Today is the last day to bring in petitions for Democratic County Committee. So if you have one out, bring it in by 4 o'clock. After that, that's the deadline. We've had a few, not many though, but so if you have one out there, bring it in so we can get it approved. And just a couple dates that the last day to register for this election will be May 4th, and the last day to apply for mail-in ballots will be May 12th. We have gotten the electronic poll books that I believe we talked about that at another meeting. So they are in-house. We picked 3 areas that we're going to try it out at. Wampum will be one, Neshannock 4 will be another, and Newcastle 4-2 will be the other one that we're going to try. So 3 polling spots, and we're excited about trying these out. Other than that, that's all I have to report for right now.
Tim, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You made note of the fact that today being the deadline for filing nominating petitions for Democratic precinct committee people.
Yeah.
Every other office that's on the ballot this year has to file in Harrisburg.
That's
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And the electronic poll books, as you mentioned, 3 polling places, one in Neshannock, one in Wampum Borough, and one in the city.
Yeah.
You've had some training already for the polling staff. Have you been discussing this with them?
Not yet, because I'm still in the middle of training.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to see how to program the things.
Okay.
So after that, we will have training for those individuals.
Dan, any questions for Tim on his report? Thanks again, Tim.
Sure.
Under new business, Resolution 4, the him here in just a moment, is kind of the last step that we need to take as it relates to the fact that, as many of you know and have been following us, the fact that the borough of South Newcastle no longer exists as an entity. It merged with Shenango Township. And when it was a borough, it was a standalone polling precinct. And it had a polling place within its boundaries. The Court of Common Pleas, specifically President Judge Cox, issued a court order approving merging the former borough in with the 3rd District of Shenango Township. That also had to be reviewed by the Department of State. Tim had to send all this information to the Department of State for them to sign off. And that's all been done. So we're about 95% of the way there. To really wrap this up, what we have to do today is establish a polling place that will take in the 3rd District of Shenango Township, as well as the former borough, which again, as I mentioned, is now part of the 3rd District. Currently, or up until now, the voters in the prior Shenango 3 were voting at the Shenango Sports Complex on State Route 65, the Elwood Road, out near Shenango High School. What the election office is proposing for us to consider is that we move the 3rd District polling place to the South Newcastle Fire Hall, located at 104 West Byers Avenue in Shenango Township, but formerly in South Newcastle Borough. I know Mr. Kennedy and I have both had conversations with the township manager, Mr. Burek. He indicated that he and the 3 supervisors would be supportive of locating the 3rd District polling place at the Fire Hall on Byers Avenue. And I believe you've spoken with someone from the fire department as well.
Yesterday I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and I've got written permission as well.
Okay. So the responsibility or the authority to establish a polling place does rest with the Board of Elections. It's interesting that the merger of the former borough and Shenango 3, we had to actually petition the courts, and it was the court that had the ultimate authority to approve that. But as it relates, now that that's been done, as it relates to the location of the polling place, that does rest with us. And what Resolution 4 would do, it would state that the polling place for the 3rd District of Shenango Township shall be moved from the Shenango Sports Complex to the South Newcastle Fire Hall, 104 West Byers Avenue, Newcastle 16102. Notice of this change has been duly completed per Election Code Statute 25 PS 2726. And before I turn it over to Dan, if we approve this, you are required then, I believe, to notify all the voters in that precinct.
Yes.
Of the new location.
The new location of the Shenango 3.
And then you also have to do some postings, some physical postings?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
5 postings.
So that'll all be done, assuming we approve this. Given all of that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Kennedy for his questions or concerns.
No, really, this is just a final thing we have to do for move South Newcastle Borough into Shenango Township.
Yeah.
They'll be completely done when we're done with this.
Thank you, Dan. Tim, have we missed anything? Anything I've overlooked or anything you want to add as it relates to
Just that I feel that keeping that at the fire hall is where, with the merger, the concentration of population voters, I think it'll be beneficial by keeping it in that location. I have heard no opposition once again about it, so I believe it'll work better that way.
Thank you. And if I recall correctly, when we had one of our meetings to, actually, I believe it was at the meeting on January 20, when we voted to take this matter to the Court of Common Pleas, I believe we did have a few folks in the audience, unless that was a prior meeting, but there was a meeting that we had where there were some folks from that area who were supportive of the polling place being at the fire hall. Is my recollection correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, this is proposed resolution 4. As we noted, it would establish the polling place for the 3rd District of Shenango Township at the fire hall, which is located at 104 West Fires Avenue. If there are no other concerns, may I have a motion for this resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Dan, and I'll second your motion. Any other questions or concerns?
No, sir.
Thank you. Hearing none, we'll ask Susan to call the roll.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. This is now approved and finalized. I think one thing as a courtesy, if Dan is in agreement, as a formality, we should probably circle back to the Shenango supervisors and let them know that we've taken this action. Would you mind,
Not at all.
unless Dan,
Sure.
you be okay with that if Tim lets them know?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's the only agenda item we had. I'm going to go back to public comment, but once again, for the record, we have no members of the public with us. Dan, any closing comments?
None at all.
Thank you. Tim or Susan, anything that you need to bring up?
No, I think we covered it for right now.
Well, we thank you both. There being no other business to be brought before the election board at this time, may I please have an adjournment motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, sir. I'll second it. And all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Our meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, Tim.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
one
it's
down.
signs.